Welcome to my channel. I am Art Walker, and today we're going to go through, these are some notes that I made from some program. So I'm going to just fold that corner because it's a little bit distracting. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how to draw the nose. Just did one just literally 5 minutes ago on how to draw the ear. So we did the ear. We covered that one, and I will be posting that on my YouTube channel. So if you're not aware of that, that will be posted. And that is literally how I broke down how to draw the ear. And now I'm going to do the same thing. It's going to be another short one. I'm going to try and keep my live streams short because sometimes I think they drag on a little bit too long. So if you missed the ear one, that will be posted hopefully today. And now we're going to talk about how to draw the nose. So there are only a couple people in the live. However, the show must go on. Who's in the live? Let me see who's in the live. Okay, so not many in the live. So we've got 4 in the live. So out of the 4 that are in the live, who? No, you're in. There you go. Enard, that's what I like to see. People that get involved, say hello. That's nice. So Enard, how good are you at drawing noses? Let me just know how good you are. How good are you? Who is good? Who is quite good at drawing noses, and who's struggling, and how? How are you struggling? How are you struggling with it? I'm going to use, let's go blue. Let's go blue. Okay. So I'm going to make sure in 10 minutes you'll be able to draw noses. How about that? How about that? I'll guarantee you in 10 minutes you'll be able to draw a nose. Like a legend, mate. Right, let's do it. It's just me and you, Enard. It looks like it's just me and you. So this is almost like a private tutoring session. Aren't you lucky, right? So this is only for you. Oops, let me get that, position that correctly. So, draw. What does this look like, Enard? What does this look like? What does that look like? Aunt Nook, I'm going to help you. Don't worry. Aunt Nook, do you want to see my picture of the Joker I drew the other day? Did you see it on my feed? I've got it right here. Did you want to see it? Aunt Nook, because you've got the Joker there, and I actually drew him the other day. Well, yes, you could say it looks like a boat, but I like to call it a coffin. Nelsy, how you doing? Oh, you did see it? Yeah, okay, good stuff, good stuff. Because I've got him here. He's here. Oh, you can't really see it because of the... So I'm due to post the colour one, but I haven't posted it yet. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, you got to see that. I'm going to take it out now. So I read it wrong, excuse me. How you doing, Nelsy? So I like to call that a coffin, right? That's the ink one. And that's the pencil. So there you go. That's my version of the Joker, by the way. Because I know I've got a lot of hate for drawing him like that. But whatever. I'll just draw it the way I want it. If you don't like it, you don't have to look at it. So there you go. Let's keep going. Let's go. Stick to the script, right? So now. So if we call this our coffin, right? Not our coffin. This is a coffin, right? So you have to imagine that this coffin, this point here, represents the tip of the nose. Right here. Right? And then all you have to do is add 1, 2 circles. Then you add an arc, and a U shape. And then you have a nose. I know it's a very generic nose, but there you go. I think I taught you that in under 2 minutes already. See that? And then we can actually fine tune this nose now. Watch, I'm going to fine tune that very basic nose. And this works for most, well, I would say it works for every nose shape. And then all you have to do is add the shading in the right places. We can, obviously the nostrils vary by person to person. We add the shading under the nose here. And we have a pretty cool generic nose shape. Look at that. It's so easy, it's boring. No, I joke. So, did you get that? Did everyone get that? It started with a crosshairs, like so. They're like an upside down. Exactly, you remember, because exactly, this is what I try to tell people. Try and remember things. I don't even know what they call it in English, but in German they call it an Eselsbrück. That's like a donkey bridge. So what you do is you try and remember things that you can connect things to. So if you remember the coffin, you are 90% there. See? Because then you can draw coffins with different shapes. Say, for example, if we go wider here now, we're going to draw a wider shaped coffin, right? So this helps with symmetry, obviously. And now, look, we've just changed the shape of our coffin. And now it changes the shape of the nose that we're going to draw. See that? Please share the live if you like what you see. And if you have any questions, let me know. So now we've got a character here. Right, and we've just changed the nose shape. I'm just going to put the eyes here because I want it to look like a different type of character, whatever. I'm going to add the eyes. And now we've got a funny looking dude with a big nose. Punjab, were you in at the beginning? Did you miss the beginning? You're late for class. You are late for class. How dare you? That's what I think. How dare you? You didn't even apologize. You came in and just said noses are hard to draw. And you didn't say, oh, sorry, Art will come a bit late. This is genuinely so helpful. Thank you. Cheers, guy. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, please do so. Because I don't get paid for this on TikTok, right? So if you want to support me, that would be great. Just subscribe to my YouTube. Because I will actually, I'm trying to keep this for free. And I'm trying to encourage people to draw. And that's why I always use the most basic tools. Because I want everyone to be able to draw. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's as you can see, I don't say, oh, hit the like button. I don't even ask for presents and stuff. I don't ask for it. But because I don't want to take from poor people like myself. There are rich people out there that can pay up a little bit more. And I feel that art is a therapy for everyone. That's why I do it. Because I could just do this on my own and charge money, and I don't want to do that. Who knows? Next year I might have to change it, because if nobody supports me, then I might as well just charge like everybody else. So, who else? Thank you, Guy. Thank you for sharing as well. If you like the live, please share it and encourage. Just subbed. Bang. You're the man or the woman. I don't know. You never know. Right? So anyone got any questions about that? Anyone got any questions about it? Where's Punjab gone? Punjab's left the building, I think. Got scared. Okay, so... Oh, you're still here. Okay, so I'm going to show you again, right? So what I start with, if you look at this cross here, at this upside down, whoops, off at an angle there, you start with that cross. Cheers, Freddie. Right? Then you add this coffin to the cross. Right? So I'm going to go get my magic pens out. These legendary pens. They used to belong to my children. So this is what we're adding to the cross here. I know this cross is a bit wonky. Never mind. Wonky. Don't worry. That's just my private joke. So I've got my wonky cross here, and it should be straight, right? It should be straight. And then what you do is you add. So if that's our cross again, you add the nose. Oops, I've done it. I've changed it already. You can actually add it directly here to the middle here. But you can add it to the top, depending on the shape of the nose. You can add one nostril here, another nostril here. You add a U shape here. This connects to the nostrils, and then you add the rest of the details. See what I'm saying? And obviously, not everybody has the same shaped nose. However, you can do the same again. Let's do another, try and do a different shaped nose. Let's add the main nose. Let's make it an oval shape, right? So I'm going to make it an oval shape. I'm going to actually make the nostrils also an oval shape. But I'm going to tilt it. And now we have a totally different shaped nose. You see that? But the principle is exactly the same. And then what we have to do is add our cool shading. Darken it up here. And look at that. Pretty cool. Drop the pen. I came in and had to do a double take. Why? What was the double take for? Freddie's happy. Freddie, tell me your problems, mate. No, I'm joking. Tell me if it's working for you, everyone. See that? And you can play around with everything, the shape of the nose, and so on. It looks sus. Why? How does it look sus? You look sus, mate. What are you talking about? Then I seen the other lines. Nah, Art Walker's not sus, mate. This is all legit. This is hardcore pen and paper stuff. It's the speeded up stuff you have to watch. Those are the sus ones. Where they skip like 3 hours in 2 seconds, and you're just like, wow. At least I'm doing this live. At least I'm doing this live. Most people don't do anything live because they know they are sus. I'm going to try this later. I'm on the train right now. Good guy. Well done. And it's cool. Thank you, Freddie. That's what I need. I need people like artists like Freddie to say that this is cool. I was literally just drawing 30 minutes ago. You posting this? Yes, I'm recording it now. I'll post it on my YouTube. How about really long nose? Yeah, that's easy, Enard. Easy. What would you suggest, right? Because look, this is where you have to play with that crosshair. If I draw my crosshair like so, and I put this line here, how does that affect the nose? If I draw another crosshair like this and I put my crosshair higher here, how does it affect the nose? If you want to draw a nose like a witch's nose, chances are, as opposed to having the crosshair like this, I would draw it like that. And then I would add the details like so. Oops, I've gone a bit high there. Excuse me. I don't know what kind of witch's nose you want, but if it's a bit crooked and stuff like that, I would probably start it like that. And then you would probably not see much of the nostril here. I shouldn't have added that. But I would aim for that sort of shape. It's a bit scrappy, sorry, but you get what I mean. But that's because I adjusted my crosshair here. You see that? That's how I would do it. So as opposed to straight, you bend it. You bend the crosshair. And then you add your main nostril. Then you can add the side ones. I don't know how big you'd want them, but there you've got your bridge of the nose here. And we've got a long witch type nose. So the 29 that are in the room, you need to hit that like button if you like what you see. How about upwards? Too easy, mate. Too easy. To all those that are watching and are not fans and are not liking, I'm actually doing this for free to help people. Bon dia. So if you want to help me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's why I'm doing it. I teach kids and I want to teach kids from all around the world to draw. So if you can support me like I'm just trying to support others, please do so. That would help me a lot. That's why I do this for free. And I will always say this during my lives. I know people get bored of it, but I've got some kids that write to me from all over the world, from Philippines, Africa, India, and they thank me every day, right? And if you want me to continue to do this for free, you can support me by subscribing to my YouTube or to my TikTok channel. So we are 18 minutes in. So let's go a little bit deeper. Is Freddie still in the house? I want to know if Freddie's in the house, because Freddie is a top G. So now what we need to look at is Christ Kane. Thank you. Thank you. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. So before, as I said, now what we're doing is I'm drawing my crosshair at an angle, right? Oh, what was that? Sorry, it's all right. So I'm drawing my crosshair at an angle, and I'm also drawing not my coffin, hopefully not my coffin. I don't want to die during my live stream. I'm drawing the coffin at an angle. So try that now. Try and draw that. I'm going to draw another one. Draw everything at an angle. Has everyone drawn that? Yes, I have. Not on humans, but I've done one on perspective. Check that one out. It's on my YouTube. It's actually on my YouTube. Sometimes I've run out of ideas because there's so many things you can do. So I'm glad I've got the YouTube actually, because that's where at least they're saved there and people can see it. It's just called Art Walker. Has everyone done that? Has everyone drawn a tilted coffin, so to say. I'm just going to wait for responses, because if I keep going, then people get lost. Yes. Good. See, if I keep going, then people get lost, and then I can't keep up. So if you imagine, this point here is this point here, right? So let's draw, and then we go. So that tells you where we are, right? So obviously this one would be here. So you now have to imagine that here we've got something flat, right? So the coffin here is now flat. So what we need to do is, if I create this pyramid here, does everyone understand what they're looking at? Does everyone get what they're looking at? Good. You see, that's why I take my time, because I want people to learn. I could rush through this, but I don't want to. So now we've got our coffin, and it looks like a paper aeroplane, so to say, right? You can see that. So all we have to do is, here is 2D. It's flat. All right, it's flat. Now, what we're going to do is add. So if this is a circle, this is a 2D circle from the front, right? So now we're going to add a 3D sphere. Whoops. Here. Thank you for the rose. And then we're going to add a three-dimensional sphere here and here, slightly hidden. And then we add our nostril and our U shape of the nose. And now we have a nose from the side, tilted at an angle. Isn't that amazing? And then you can do the same again. U shape, nose from the side at an angle. Again. Oh, thank you, Guy. I thought you had to go. I thought you were going. I thought you were going, Guy. I thought Guy had left the building. Or was it somebody else? I'm not sure. Thank you, though. I'll take that as a compliment. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Hello, Kitty Claus. Thank you for the donut. You're late for class? Or were you in here before? I'm not sure. So there you go. That's how you draw noses. Has anyone got any questions? Let me see if there's anything I'm missing here. Oh yeah, if you want to look at a nose directly from the front and underneath, that's all you draw. It's simply this. You draw your coffin like this. Not, you know what I mean. Not your coffin. Let's curve it a bit here. Like so. And then we add our main nose, main part of the nose here, and then the nostrils here. And this is where the eyes would be. The eyes would be here, roughly. You see what I'm saying? So we would have someone looking pretty much down at us here. Quite menacing looking positions where we're looking right up into their nostrils. And let's add, I don't know, the eyebrows here. And that's how you would do that. So this is our evil character looking at us. Oh, okay. But you can watch it on YouTube if you ever get the chance. Oh, good, good, good. I'm going to look at your work now. When people say they're practicing, I'll look at their work. I'm going to look at it during the live. I hope you have been practicing. Ah, you've got a blocked account. Never mind. What I'll do is I'll follow you for 30 seconds and then jump back out again. No, I won't do that. Protruding cheek. Hold on. I have to try and understand what you're asking me to. You see, sometimes it gets lost in translation. So, can you show a 3/4 view? I take it of the head, cheek next to the nose, and that's what I struggle with. Yes, I do have a Discord. Yes, and the link is actually on my TikTok feed. So I hope I understand what you mean. Thank you very, very, very much for the follows, by the way. I haven't said that yet. Oh no, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I usually do the mornings because I work in the afternoons. Because I work at a school and all of my shifts are in the afternoon, luckily. So usually I'm around in the morning. And my YouTube is Art Walker. Yeah. It's just simply Art Walker. You see me again, same photograph. So, what? Thank you for the gift. I'm just trying to get better cheek dimension. You're trying to get better cheek dimensions. I hope you're talking about the cheeks here. Don't worry. Dad joke alert. Ah, yeah, but you see, when you hit a plateau, draw something else. Sorry, I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke. Sorry. Oh, do I? Are you talking to me or somebody else? You could be talking to somebody else. I've got a shirt on today, but I've been training a bit and it's got a bit tight. You know, it's just a bit tight. So I'm not feeling very comfortable. Oh God, I'm getting a lot of compliments now. I'm getting a bit discombobulated. That's one of the bonuses of having brown skin. When I start blushing, you can't see it. Anyway, let's not compliment the old man too much. So I'm gonna try and work out who said it about the cheeks, about the cheek, not the cheeks. Hold on. Your name is. I like to address people by their names. Hope McKinney. So I assume, right? I'm not sure of what your drawing skills are, but if you're drawing, let me just draw a face here from the front, right? We go fully from the front, right? Center line running through the circle. I'm gonna go straight through this. This is the brow line. These are the eye lines. Nose is roughly here. We're going roughly third, but we don't have to. And then we're going to close it all off, right? So this is our face. So if you're struggling with placement of the nose, look at my face drawing tutorials, right? The distance between here and here, that's where the nose belongs, right? This distance should be the same here and here. But if you're doing anime, you throw that out the window, right? So this is why I say loosely, this is how you should proportionally draw a head. The nose line here, if this is our coffin here, I'm going to draw it in red. So I'm drawing our coffin here, to here. You see that? And then it connects to the brow. Then the eyebrow goes here. So if you struggle with positioning things, that will help you a lot. Ear line is roughly between the eye line and the nose line. So that will help you position your ears, because you've got this line here. Then obviously you add the lips and so on. So we add our nose here and then we're done. So I know that's not what you meant, but I had to illustrate that anyway. And now I'm going to draw a face from the side. My time zone, it's nearly 10 o'clock now. Right, okay, joined your Discord. Just joined the Discord. Please join the YouTube. That's the one that helps me the most. He's blushing. You know, I got a compliment yesterday. I'm getting a lot of compliments recently. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting because people said to me yesterday how old they asked me how old I was. And 149. Oh, gee, where are you? You must be in Australia or somewhere. So I'm going to get back to your point. Najla's in the house. You're late as well. Utah. Oh, you're in the US. So look, what you need to know is, if you're drawing a face from the side. Oops, wrong color. Doesn't matter. And you want a 3/4. This line here is important, right? So this line here is our center line. So if this is our center line, we're going to add it here. Like so. We've got the flat here that we're going to add here. You see that? Center line here is our brow line. So let's add our brow line. And then we've got our nose line roughly, right? This is a variable. It doesn't always, not everyone has the same proportions. And then we're going to add our chin, right? So let's add the chin. So now we've got a face at a 3/4 angle. And so I'm going to add the eye line and so on. So these are placeholders. Now we've got a very, very basic skull. Yeah, you're late. And I don't know where you sent the picture of your face. Let me just clear that up very quickly. So it could sound very weird. You must have sent it to some random dude, mate, because I haven't received anything. So there's some guy on Discord and he's going, oh, this is quite cool. I've got these nice photos from this woman. Oh, I'm in a call. So yeah, some random dudes are looking at your photographs. That's your fault, mate. I don't know where you sent them. I'll DM you. I don't want you doing my auditing, mate. You can't even send a photograph. Oh dear, you just can't get the staff nowadays. So, right. So remember what I said here. We've got our framework, right? So this is our framework. Remember this here. Try and remember this as a T. What do I mean? What does he mean? Like so. Remember it like that. Because then, when you add the distance between the eyes, wrong pen, like so. And here, I'm going to add the cheekbone here. Give it a little bit more character, the face itself. Huh? So now what I said was to remember it as a T shape. So that means like so. That's what we've got here. And then after that, you can place hold where your nose belongs by adding the coffin shape. And then you would add, oops, this is a bit crooked actually, excuse me. That is a little bit off. Sometimes when I use these pens, it looks a bit weird. Straighten that up a bit. And then after that, then you would add the details of the nose. You see that? So now we've got a face, 3/4, and then we can add, that helps with our symmetry, right? And then after that, you can add all the other details. Does that make sense? So let me just see what's going on in the chat. You actually a good teacher. Oh, wow. Oh, good. Thank you. As I say, I'm not a teacher. I'm just someone that likes to try and help people out. Well, there you go. There's so many people that are saying, oh, they've gone to teacher training school. And the worst thing in the world is when I meet people and they say, oh, I'm an art teacher. I've been teaching for 30 years. And they can't draw a straight line with a ruler, mate. It's like, oh. And they say, oh, do you teach art as well? And I go, oh, yeah, yeah. And they go, oh, what do you do? And I say, oh, I do a little bit of this, a little bit. And they're like, oh, but did you go to teach training school? I go, oh, no, not at all. And they go, oh. And then they show me some stuff and you're just like, oh, Lord. I haven't even got that in my scrap box, mate. And they say, oh, what do you draw? And I just show them a picture of, I don't know, some Joker or something. And they go, anyway. Are you a teacher? Yeah, I'm a teacher. In the real world, I get paid for teaching people. No, that's not a private question. It's just a question, right? Yeah. Brilliant. Hope. I've given you hope. That's for sure. So if you like what you see, please hit the like button and please, no, not even the like button, just jump on my YouTube because that's where I am heading. Yeah. I'll just try and make it as fun as possible. Try and make it I don't know, interesting as possible. Because yeah, so I find that when people know how to draw, it gives them hope, I find. Because so many people are scared of drawing. They're actually scared of drawing. I know that from the school. Oh, that is nice, Ben. That is the truth as well. That's why I am going to try to stick and keep this for free. I'm going to try, but it's up to you guys to support me. Like the side isn't on the edge. I don't know what that means. Hold on. Good morning from Brazil. Ah, okay. Thank you so much. I think, is that a mosquito? I hate mosquitoes. No, it's not. Thank God. And thank you, Rena, for the cool gifts. Drawing. It is intimidating. Yeah, it is. But you have to overcome your fear. And that's what I say to people all the time. Like, every time I was doing just the blue this morning. I just did that this morning. And like you can see, I was experimenting, right? And and there you go. You see, I'm experimenting with different noses, the mouth, different eyes. And I do that a lot where you have to just I have my fears as well because I hope to get things perfect all the time. And I get it 1% of the time correct. 1%. Because there's nothing here that is perfect. So that's why I would encourage people to do sheets like this. So if you're struggling with noses, then just literally go, right, okay, I'm going to try and draw a nose from the side, right? So you just go like so. Like so. And don't worry too much about proportion yet, right? So what did he say? What did that guy say online? He said, I have to draw this coffin shape, turn it into a 3D object. You see? And then you start to play with it. And then you start to realize, oh yeah, I remember what he said. 1, and then we go 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. We've got a nose drawn up, right? And then once you start to understand this framework, that's where you can just start thinking, okay, I want to draw a nose like that. And then you just start drawing a nose like that. Because you've got the framework in your database and you don't have to tap into it every time because you know roughly what you want. Do you see what I'm saying? And then you can just go like, okay, I've got a nose from the side. However, if you struggle and you think, oh, I've kind of got that nose a bit wrong, that's where you say, okay, let me do my frame. You know what, I'll do it fully. Let's just do it fully. Like so. I'm going to put the tip of the nose here. And now we've got a nose. I've drawn it a little bit short, but that's okay. Got a nose from the side. And as you can see, I don't get lost in, oh, that's not right, and that I've drawn that wrong. I don't do that. I just keep moving the pen. And then we would add our eyes and blah, blah, blah. Guten Morgen, Soger Alex, wie geht es dir? The view from below is still intimidating. Like, I'm interested in making the cheeks have volume. I'm not sure what you mean. Cheeks have volume. It's very difficult to understand what people mean because the language we use can be a bit limited. But if the cheeks have, I'm just going to add it to this. I have no idea if this is right, what I'm doing. But if you're going to add volume to the cheeks, you just add volume to the cheeks. Do you see? I mean, I don't know exactly what you mean, but that's probably another tutorial. Where was that? No, it's not. I drew a young lady. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, no, that's not right. That one. It's depending on if you want volume to the cheek or to the face. That's totally different ball game. Here I've emphasized the jaw, the actual the jawline and the cheekbones. That's it's difficult. Ja, gut, danke. Mir geht es auch gut. Aber ich gehe nur noch für etwa 15 Minuten weiter. So I'm only going to go for 15 minutes more because I have to go get ready for work. So has anyone got any questions? Do you have tutorials on how to learn how to draw, like where to start? Yes, I do. You need to join my YouTube, guy. You are on it already, are you not? I think you just joined today. I think you should just join that. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean with face mass. I think that's to do, then you have to draw the face. Because usually people don't, people don't have fat on their noses, do they? It's usually around the face. I've never really drawn anyone with a larger mass on their face, to be honest. I'm trying to choose my words correctly. So what I didn't do, yeah, I'm just looking at my image here, was if you draw a nose from the front, you can use the same principle to draw that same nose from the side. So just quickly, before I forget, we draw the coffin. Try and make it as symmetrical as possible. Close it off. Then, now we've got the same shape here. This is the bottom, and this is the top. Of our 3D object. So now all we have to do is, depending on what type of nose, we can just add circle, add the same one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have our nose from the side. Isn't that lovely? Uh-oh. Did everyone get that? Probably an hour late. Oh, that's not good. You better call in to work or school. So, as it's gone very quiet, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Wow, 17,000 likes. Pretty stellar performance. I will do another 5 minutes of questions about how to draw noses, and then I will wish you all a lovely day, and then I'll prepare myself for work. Anyone got any questions about that? I'll turn this one over just so you can see what we covered. And I will definitely look at references just to give you a better idea as to how to draw noses. Good. Okay. So, I'm going to wish you all a lovely day, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you learned a lot from this. And I'll see you very soon. This will be posted as well as my ear drawing tutorial that I did also this morning. So if you are looking forward to learning how to draw the nose, you can watch this on the YouTube and the ear drawing one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.